Anyone can define what is injury? What is injury?
Discontinuity in natural tissue of body.
Discontinuity in
Dissolution of natural continuity of any of tissue of the living body.
okay. Any kind of discontinuity or dissolution of any tissue, you know, any tissue, not just epithelial tissue or skin surface or mucous membrane, but any kind of tissue. You know, it can be internal or can be external. Is defined as injury. That is medical definition. What about legal definition?
Any harm whatever illegally caused to any person or in mind, body, reputation or property.
Okay, very good, Saloni. So any kind of harm illegally caused, eh? Don't forget that word, illegally caused to person's body, mind, reputation and property. So hamro medical definition le, though it has defined injury as only related with the human body, legal definition, let's say our property, if someone has robbed another person, you know, कुनै किसिमको fraud case भयो भने पनि that is regarded as injury. All right. So we'll read more definitions. Like assault or battery, भनेर पनि पढ्नुपर्छ हैन. What is assault? What is battery? These are legal definitions. Okay, so assault भनेको it's nothing but any kind of threat, हैन. म तिमीलाई I will kill you if you do this to me भनेर जुन किसिमको threat दिन्छ नि, हैन, that is regarded as assault. All right, verbally abusing, threatening, not just to oneself but to the loved ones as well. Okay, so refers to the act of threat and could include number of form, including threatening to injure another person, verbally abusing and threatening the safety of the loved one. So few legal definitions you need to know, and since forensic medicine is related with legal aspect as well. So please try to remember a few of these, which is defined in medical legal books. You know, medical legal books, medicine legal part ko combination is the medical legal part aspect. Okay, so please remember definition of assault and battery. Battery bhaneko an actual attack involving physical contact is termed as battery. I'll give you a simple example. Our कसैलाई threaten गर्नको लागि, if you just show your shoes, हैन, चप्पल देखाएर पिट्न लाए जस्तो गर्ने act is assault. And if you really throw that chappal to another person and hits that person, that is known as battery. And any kind of actual attack is known as battery. Involving physical contact is termed as battery. Now, talking about injuries further. So today we'll be reading about the biomechanics of injuries, how injury actually caused to the body. You know, what are the factors that govern the severity of injury? What is the classification of injury? And if possible, we'll talk about the this blunt force injury details. We'll talk about in today's class. All right. So before going further to the classification of injury, let's understand biomechanics of injuries, where severity, extent, and appearance of injury depends on. You know, एउटै abrasion हुन सक्छ, हैन, sorry, एउटै blunt force हुन सक्छ, but that can cause abrasion, simple superficial involvement of the skin, or same blunt force can cause laceration, and it can be bone deep or muscle deep injury. Okay, so severity केले depend गर्छ त? What are the factors that govern the severity? भन्दाखेरि the amount of force, of course, amount of force delivered to the body. Now, why do you need to know about the force? The next question arises. Okay, as a medical person, why do we need to know about the this force, amount of force on, okay, severity? If when you examine a body, you find laceration injury, definitely force was severe. All right, force severe hune bittikai, if it's homicidal wound, homicidal lacerated wound, you can know the intention of that person. Okay, so कहिलेकाहीँ accidental मात्र हुन सक्छ injuries, homicidal case register भएको छ, but it can be merely accidental depending upon the severity. But if the force is maximum, then we can know the intention of a person, right? That's why we need to know factors governing injury as well. Okay, so first na ayo hamro force. Okay, so it's physics you have already studied in your high school and even in your college. I know kinetic energy bhane ke ho bhandakeri half into mass into velocity square. So velocity plays an important role. That talks about force and mass of the weapon as well. And a broader mass, smaller mass. Sano bullet has a very small mass, but velocity is very high. So that can cause more devastating injury. Right? So that is how force, amount of force plays an important role in the severity of injury. The time over which force is delivered, again and again, if the sharp force injury is delivered to the body, sharp force injury भन्नाले knife हुन सक्छ, bhala हुन सक्छ, even axe can be a sharp force injury. Okay, so if it's struck over and over, then definitely the severity of injury is more. Okay, so time period kati thiyo, that caused injury to the body, that plays an important role. The region struck, right? If it involves the vital organs like brain, heart, or vascular organs, two types of organs. Even if the injury was for velocity ekdam kam thyo athoba even the time period is less, but the organs involved is vital or vascular, then that can be fatal too. So that plays an important role. The extent of vital organs, can anyone answer that? Vital organs.
Heart, lungs,
brain,
Heart, brain,
lungs,
liver.
liver.
So vascular ma ke aउँछ? अहिले vascular organs के हुन्छ? Yes, Kritika. Can anyone answer that? Okay, heart, very good. Kamna?
Lung, liver, pancreas,
Oh,
kidney, intestine.
Especially spleen. हाम्रो vascular ma पर्ने liver, spleen, and heart. Highly vascular. All the organs are vascular, highly vascular. All right, so heart, kidney, heart, liver, and spleen. These are undervascular, and vitals ma liver, heart, lungs, and brain. Okay, so vital organs, if these are involved, then fatal chances of fatality is more. The extent of the body surface over which the force is delivered. Okay, so in which organ? Does it involve the cranial, your augmented region struck nai parcha हैन, extent of a body surface over which भन्दाखेरि कुन region मा र कति extent सम्म पर्यो हैन, कति area is involved, what area is involved. So that plays an important role. And of course, the nature of the weapon. Okay, was rod used, was a kukuri used, was a firearm used, and depending upon the type of the weapon, the severity as well as nature of the injury, type of the injury depend on. Now, classification of injury. Has anyone gone through the books and they know what are the types of injury, classification of injury? Basic classification भने पनि हुन्छ.
Mechanical and thermal.
Yes, फेरि भन त.
Mechanical and thermal.
Mechanical and thermal injuries. All right. Thermal injuries मा के हुन्छ होला?
Burns, chemical burn, electrical burn.
All right. Any kind of systemic injury?
Frostbite, this annual.
Okay, right. All right, very good. अरु कसैले के मेकानिकल मा के हुन्छ?
Laceration,
Laceration,
Fractures and
Stab
dislocation.
stab
just
wounds,
dislocation. Very good.
stab wounds, sorry.
Firearm injuries.
Firearm injuries, right? Yes, स्वीकृति मैले अलि बुझेन.
Stab wounds, ma'am.
Okay, stab injuries, right? Very good. Anything else? Okay, so let's talk about this classification in detail. And a classification side, it's not just regarding the type of weapon, all right? Mechanical भन्यो अघि, we broadly classify it into mechanical and non-mechanical injuries. त्यसमा धेरै injuriesहरु पर्छ है. Your classification is dependent on etiology, all right? Etiology of injury. हैन केले गर्दा injury भयो. यसमा चाहिँ mechanical and non-mechanical हुन्छ. हैन, if it depends upon the time of injury, then we have antemortem and postmortem injury, before death or after death. That is also important. So while writing down, documenting injury, you have to classify according to etiology. You have to classify according to time of injury. You have to classify according to legal classification पनि हुन्छ, एउटा severe, simple र grievous भनेर हुन्छ. You have to classify that. You have to classify according to medical legal nature as well. Medical legal भन्नाले accidental, homicidal, suicidal, or even fabricated भनेर हुन्छ. So all classifications are equally important. Legal is important, medical legal is important, etiology important. So you have to know this classification thoroughly. Thoroughly भनेपछि thoroughly. Injury को definition एकदम आउनु पर्यो, classification एकदम आउनु पर्यो, so that you can document it well. You can document the injury report well. All right. So let's talk about the causative factor or etiology of injury. त्यसमा we starting with mechanical or kinetic injury. Kinetic भनेको when something is moving, or we talked about kinetic energy. And kinetic energy भनेको mass velocity of impact ले जुन affect गर्छ severity of injury. त्यसलाई हामी kinetic injury पनि भन्छौं र mechanical injury पनि भन्छौं. So don't get confused. All right. And under mechanical injuries, we have blunt force injury, sharp force injury, firearm injuries, and blast injuries. Blast injuries are under both kinetic as well as non-kinetic injury. All right, so you can kunai authorले kinetic ma raheko cha kunaile non kinetic ma raheko cha. So I have included blast injuries in both, right? Since blast injuries ma weapon is not moving, okay, so कसैले चाहिँ move गरेको छैन त्यसैले it's non kinetic भन्छ. But of course weapon move नभए पनि blast effect ले गर्दा अरु चीजहरु move हुन सक्छ हैन, glasses हरु move भएर बडीमा injury हुन सक्छ, त्यसले गर्दाखेरि kinetic पनि हुन सक्छ. So I've included blast injuries in both, right? Now talking about blunt force injury, when the surface is blunt, all right, then when surface is blunt, then it can cause blunt force injury, such as if a rod is used or a cricket bat is used. I know that can be blunt force injury. In case of accidental injury, accidental motorcycle accident भयो, person is dragged in the ground. I know ground भनेको त it's a blunt force. You know, there is a friction, there is a movement which can further cause injuries. You know, so that is blunt force injury, under which we have abrasion, contusion, laceration, fracture, and dislocation. All right, depending upon the depth of the tissue involved, we classify as abrasion, contusion, laceration, fracture, and dislocation. Next kind of injury is sharp force injury, under which we have incisions and punctures. All right, incisions, if the length is greater than the depth, then that is regarded as incisions. And if depth is greater than length, when it's inserted inside the body, then that is regarded as punctures. All right. Next comes firearm injuries, where according to the classification of firearm, type of firearm, we have classified as rifled, smoothbore, and country-made firearm injuries. And finally, we have blast injuries. All right, so these are under kinetic injuries. Great. Next is non-kinetic or non-mechanical injuries, where we have thermal injuries. Okay, कसले एकजनाले भनिसकेछ, sorry, I don't remember your name, but yes, he mentioned as thermal injuries, where we have injuries due to heat or injuries due to cold. Heat ले गर्दा heat stroke, systemic injuries हरु के हो मैले सोध्दै. So we have heat strokes, heat exhaustion, and heat cramps, whereas due to cold we have hypothermia, frostbite, or trench foot. All right, and they say thermal injuries due to heat fire pani आउँछ, it's included in thermal injuries, which is not mentioned here. You can add that up. Chemical agents we have corrosions and irritations, you know, due to different chemical acids and alkalis le jun injury garaउँछ body ma, that is regarded as corrosions and irritations. And miscellaneous we have lightning, electricity, radiation, and blast injuries. Okay, भयो your slide? Should I move? You can give me thumbs up.
So,
Okay. Now, agi bhane jastै, depending upon gravity, which is the legal classification, which is known as simple, grievous, or severe. Simple or severe भनेको तिमीले लगभग बुझ्यौ होला. Simple, which is not harmful. And such a scratch matter, so of course that is injury, but it's a simple injury that does not cause any kind of compromised life. You know, so that is regarded as a simple injury. Severe injury are such injuries which can be life-threatening. It can cause death. Is severe injury. Now comes the grievous injuries. Okay, grievous injuries. अब आफ्नो country अनुसार हैन, आफ्नो state अनुसार it's been classified. All right, grievous injuries. हाम्रो नेपालमा पनि it's classified in 8 clauses, right? पहिला 7 थियो, अहिले 8 clauses छ. Okay, so it's there in Muliki N. Muliki N मा मजाले class explain गरेको, define गरेको छ grievous injury लाई. So grievous injury भनेको if any eyesight is compromised, one of the eye is compromised, or if one has hearing difficulty after that injury, you know, if anyone cannot talk after injury, you know, then those are considered as grievous injuries. You know, अहिले मैले basic explanation मात्र दिएको छु. I will talk about grievous injuries in detail because it's very important again. You know, धेरै जसो सोधिरहेको पनि हुन्छ, and you need to know about grievous injuries in order to classify injury. All right. Now, next type of injury classification is depending upon the infliction of time. So infliction, this is antemortem injury भनेर पनि लेख्नु पर्यो, or postmortem injury, because again that plays an important role. You know, what if body was strangulated and then burned? Okay, so you need to know if that burn was antemortem burn or postmortem burn. You know, burn injury is there in order to make it look like a suicidal burn or accidental burn. You know, homicide bhaisakya cha, but to make it look like suicide or accident, body is burned. All right, so you need to find out if it was antemortem burn or postmortem burn. So this is again very important depending upon time of infliction. अहिलेसम्म के difficulty छ? छैन answer भनेको छैन है ल. Okay, next is depending upon the type of infliction. Okay, was it suicidal, accidental, homicidal? यो तीनटा त तिमीहरूले बुझिसक्यो हैन. सुसाइडल भने के हो, एक्सिडेन्टल भने हो, होमिसाइडल भने के हो. बाकी यो तीनटामा चाहिँ डिफेन्स वुन्ड भनेको, डिफेन्स वुन्ड आर caused when person is trying to defend oneself. You know, if he or she is in a conscious state, and if there is some kind of homicidal attack, he or she will definitely defend himself or herself. All right. So any kind of wound that is produced while defending is known as defense wound. Now, the question aula, how do you know that it's a defense wound and not a homicidal wound? You know, how do you know? Okay. Yes, defense wound is present in some part of the body only, not all part of the body, only in some part of the body. Kele defend also. Usually we defend with our hands, all right? So, after vital organs are but on to instinct, defending instinct. We know the hands maune kind of a defense wound. I'll show you a few pictures about defense wound as well. So those are defense wound. Self-inflicted or self-suffered one, especially in case of suicidal attempt. Also, suicide पनि self-inflicted woundहरू धेरै हुन्छ, self-suffered woundहरू धेरै हुन्छ. And finally, fabricated or fictitious, fabricated पनि, again, it's very important in order to accuse someone else, rape को लागि नै accuse गर्न सक्छ. All right, with some kind of motive, they produce wound in themselves, which is regarded as fabricated or fictitious wound. Okay, 5 minutes back, you want a message, so we'll log in back again.